This is our digital storytelling about freedom and democracy by Erica Tanner and Ashley Hume.
Classroom rules. It is important for a classroom to have rules that students follow. For a democratic classroom, the students might create and come up with the rules, but they are still required to follow them.
Classroom management. In another classroom, teachers would impose their own beliefs of management, but in a democratic classroom, students might be responsible for their own behavior. For example, this is a stoplight management tool where students move their clothespins with their name on it, depending on their behavior. This would teach students how to be responsible for their own behavior.
Class jobs. The main purpose of classroom jobs is not to make it easier for the teacher, but to help students feel they have ownership in the class, to teach students responsibility, and to strengthen the self-empowerment of every student. If the students believe that there needs to be a new job added, then they have the freedom to add it.
Classroom meetings. Within classroom meetings, you can incorporate student voice by advocating for your students, asking advice, respecting them, negotiating curriculum, and by creating a safe environment where they feel comfortable to share their perspectives and opinions.
Classroom decor/setup. Many teachers feel the need to be organized and ready for when their students arrive at the beginning of the school year. A democratic approach would be letting your students have a voice and say in what goes where or how the room is arranged. For example, you could have the students decide things like the classroom theme, the desk arrangement, and environmental print.
Social behaviors. There are many democratic practices that students can participate in, i.e. bucket fillers, blogs, classroom Facebook page, etc. Yet in order for these to be successful, students need to have a social understanding of how to be respectful to others.
Choosing how to learn. Although students cannot choose what they learn due to the Common Core, a democratic teacher would allow them to choose how they want to learn. You can give students choice of how to learn through letting them choose books, spelling words, or through other strategies like when doing a book report, they could make a poster versus writing a paper.
Choosing when to learn. Schools may have mandated time for how long each subject is supposed to be taught, yet a democratic teacher would allow her students the freedom to choose when they learn what. For example, your students may want to do social studies in the morning or math after recess.
Classroom rules. It is important for a classroom to have rules that students follow.
Classroom meetings. Within classroom meetings, you can incorporate student voice.
I'm like a fart.